Happy New Year, everybody, and happy Friday. So welcome back. And real quick, gonna show you a couple trades. Bad trade today. This was that wedge that I like to trade, the VWAP moving up and the 200 kind of flat and it breaking above it. I got in at just the wrong time here. If you see, yeah, oh god, now it definitely is the wrong time. So I got in here. You can see it formed a pivot right here at the top and went back down and hit my stop and then bounced up. This is like just painful because you can see it moved up and now it's moving up again later in the day. So if I had put my stop maybe closer to 26, I would have stayed in it. But I still like these plays, and I'll show you one later that worked. That I didn't get in, but it did work. So yeah, this was an early day trade that I just couldn't make work. It looks like it might end up working anyway. That's kind of painful to watch. Anyway, so here's the trade that made up for that and more. ENLC, this showed up in my basic new highs and new lows. I think it, what time was it? 10, where was it? 10 something. What time did I get into this trade? Oh, 11 something. So it popped up right around here. See, ENLC, 1137, and kept going. I think I saw it earlier here somewhere too, but so popped up in the day, early in the day. And if you look on the yearly chart, you can see it gapped up. This was yesterday, it gapped up. And so I liked how it was riding VWAP, kind of consolidated, almost like a bull flag here, up and then kind of moved sideways and up. But what caught here, this is really an opening range breakout. You can see these pivot points at the top, 1055, 1054. Once it got above that, I got in 1059. And then look at this, nice and green, all the, just a nice tight move up here. And look, it did that. See, it's red and green all over here. It's not very consistent. It's not very tight, really. You got like some wicks, but it's above VWAP, which is good. But as soon as it gets above this opening range, and my opening range is, I consider the first 30 minutes. Some people do 15 minutes, but this is my range right here. So it's up, and then it breaks above that level here. I get in, and then it's nice and tight all the way up to here. So my target was 1087, I think, and I exited some at 1082 from 1059, so about 23-cent gain. Then it kind of moved sideways a little bit, and I was tightened my stop up a little, but not enough to get stopped out here. I think I just moved it up to around like 1070 or something like that, and then look what happened. Up to 1097, well above my first target, and I exited the rest. First was half my shares, this is second half. You see this topping doji now, so it's kind of, I got to exit at the right time there. Because it drifted down a little bit here, but still not a drastic down. You know, if you wanted to hold on to a few shares, you might have just seen a bounce, especially since if you look here, this is the 15-minute chart candles, and it's moving down and maybe bouncing back off of that. The 15-minute 10 EMA, that's what this blue line is, the 10 exponential moving average. Very helpful. I find that to be very helpful. So that was a good trade. That was the one that made up for my losses. Kept me in the black today, and that was good. So the one I wanted to show you, that's Holly talking about something here. If you have trade ideas, you know what Holly is. I highly recommend it if you're going to be day trading full time. It's the best scanning software out there. So anyway, this stock, this was painful because I was watching this early in the day, and I wanted to get in right here at 10:15. I think it was at 42.70. I was considering getting in before it bounced above the 200 EMA or 200. Moving average here. And again, this is a 200 moving average on a 5-minute chart. This isn't the 200 daily, which is very popular for you know, if you're doing position trading or any kind of trading really. The 200 daily moving average is very helpful. This is just the 200 moving average on a 5-minute chart. Look what happened. I didn't get in at 42.7. I was distracted. I came back 5 minutes later. It's all the way up to 43. So 30 cents in like 5 minutes. And then it went all the way up to 43, about 50 almost. So almost an 80-cent gain if I had gotten in, which I didn't. But again, VWAP moving up, 200 moving average, nice and flat. It breaks above it, and then it takes off. I love those trades. I have a scanner that does look for that. If you're interested in it, if you have trade ideas, software, I can give you that scanning link for that scanner. You can plug it in. You can see what I'm seeing. I think Overstock was like that today too. Look, nice little wedge. VWAP moving up, 200 flat. Breaks above it, rides it, and then boom, eventually takes off. So if you had gotten in around here, like 1383, maybe set your stop down at 1370. You almost could have gotten stopped out here, but you could have gotten in anywhere on here. I think probably I would have waited till this volume. You see this candle? Look at this. This is also a very big indicator. If you're looking for volume here, you see this big volume candle, but the candle doesn't do much. It's not like a spike, right? So you got a big volume candle, but it doesn't move. You got this with this bottoming tail, which means the seller's trying to bring it down, but buyers won out. Volume's still up. That's when I would have gotten in. 1402, and it's above a whole number, 1402. And I put my stop maybe right below the 200 moving average, maybe at 1380, so 22 cents. Then look what happened, 1402, 1497, almost $1. That's beautiful, and it's part of that the VWAP 200 moving average wedge that I look for. So that was another good one. I think there's one other that did that today. Yeah, OSPN is kind of sloppy, but again, look at this big bar that breaks above 200, 1280, all the way up to 1327, almost 50 cents. So those are the stocks I love, those kind of movements, and again, that scanner I have looks for that. Just to recap, me, because I'm new to day trading, I've been doing it for a couple of years, and that is technically new because it takes a while to get into and to understand it. If you have any questions or you need any kind of advice about getting started, just leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer, tell you how I got into it, and the pitfalls that I kind of hit early on and how to avoid them. One thing I will say is that if you're thinking about getting into day trading, definitely don't jump right in. Do some paper trading first. A lot of software will allow you to paper trade. A lot of brokerages will give you that option, just to get the mechanics down. It's very important. So that's it for today. Again, the one good trade that I had was ENLC. It was a beauty. Nice move up. And I will be back on Monday, and I'll see you then. Again, any questions or comments, just leave them, or any questions, leave them in the comments section, and I'll be happy to answer them. Take care.